President Trump is enraged that NBC and Saturday Night Live had the audacity to make fun of him. Oh, man. I've got bad news for you, Donald. They've been making fun of you for a very long time. Now, SNL, of course, wrapped up this year with a parody of a Christmas movie, It's a Wonderful Life. Now, in their version, which is awesome, it showed a world where Donald Trump, played by Alec Baldwin, was never elected president of the United States. Now, look, one could only imagine how much better that would be. And by the way, one of the ways to have made it happen was maybe if the DNC and Democrats had actually nominated Bernie Sanders, the only guy that was basically in head-to-head matchups and polling was beating Trump by double digits. Maybe had they done that, we wouldn't have actually had that world where he wasn't President Trump. But of course, Saturday Night Live, they kind of went the opposite way. The sketch featured returning guest stars Ben Stiller as Michael Cohen, Robert De Niro as Robert Mueller, and Matt Damon as Brett Kavanaugh, showed Trump being led through a Christmas party in a world where Hillary Clinton had become president. Now, as each person from his administration approaches, Trump learns that him not being president worked out for pretty much everyone else. For example, in it, he and Melania are suggested to have gotten a divorce and remarried others. Kavanaugh never made it on the Supreme Court. Yay. And Mueller was able to spend more time with his kids instead of having to, quote, investigate some idiot for treason. So that's fun. Now, you know who wasn't having fun? President Donald Trump. Now, earlier today, he tweeted, "A real scandal is the one-sided coverage, hour by hour, of networks like NBC and Democrat spin machines like Saturday Night Live. It is all nothing less than unfair news coverage and Dem commercials. Should be tested in courts. Can't be legal. Only defame and belittle. Collusion? Collusion? Like, really? Okay. Hey, does he even understand what comedy and satire is? I mean, it's one-sided coverage. It's so unfair. Really? SNL is not a news show, you idiot. Yes, then again, neither is Fox News, to be fair, and at least they have news in the title. But no, that's the real scandal. As, earlier today, associates of Manafort got in trouble for lobbying on behalf of Turkey, a foreign agent, right? Now, Manafort, let's not forget, was involved in a plot to kidnap someone and bring him back to Turkey. Kidnapping, right? Nothing on that yet. Not only that, but you had Michael Cohen basically admitting that Trump had told him to pay off Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal, AMI, saying the same thing. So he's implicated as a co-conspirator. He is individual one. And this guy is talking about real scandals and collusion. But okay, more substance here, right? So he wants this tested in court for defamation. I'm going to sue you. You say bad things about me. I'm going to sue you. It's not fair. All right, let's do it. Okay. So let me give you an explanation on how this would work, and let's see if it ends up in the president's favor, right? Now, a defamation case filed by Trump, according to Law and Crime, would require him to prove that NBC made a statement of purported fact, as opposed to an opinion. Now, there's a difference between a fact and an opinion. Now, that is not something that apparently a lot of conservatives understand, especially Donald Trump. Now, they would have to prove that that statement was untrue. So, okay, first of all, you tell a lie and you present it as a fact, and then you knew that the statement was untrue. And also that the falsity had caused Trump to suffer a quantifiable harm. So you understand it's a bit of a high bar, right? Now, since Trump is a public figure, you would also have to prove that there was actual malice behind that untrue statement, that NBC delivered its lies knowing that they were false with reckless disregard for the truth. Reckless disregard for the truth. Oh man, that describes so many things about this administration, and not the people who are actually critical of this administration. Now, as Law and Crime notes, how would this do? They said that a test in court would fail on literally every front. You know why? It's because it's a comedy sketch. It's a parody of a movie that literally looked at an alternative reality. But this man is a snowflake, sad baby. Can't take a joke. No. Everything. Oh, I gotta investigate this place. I gotta investigate. It's so unfair. One-sided coverage, damn commercials. That's sad. Now, look, if you didn't think that's bad enough, right? So, yes, Trump's reaction is ridiculous. But if he were to actually take action on this, it actually would not turn out well for him on another front. A lot of states apparently have something called anti-SLAPP laws. Now, these laws would sanction plaintiffs who try and use defamation cases to basically bully people that they don't like. Sound familiar? Now, when a lawsuit is deemed a strategic lawsuit against public participation, or SLAPP, one intended to intimidate or silence critics by bringing on the massive burden of costly litigation, the plaintiff in this hypothetical situation with Trump, or it would be Trump, gets sanctioned. So it's not NBC that would get in trouble if Donald Trump pressed this. No, it would be Donald Trump. He would get literally slapped down. Boy, I love that. But wait, it gets better, right? Now, Trump, he should already know this. And to show you how much of an idiot he actually is, he used anti-SLAPP laws successfully against Stormy Daniels. Yes, this recent lawsuit where he won against Stormy Daniels, it was a countersuit, right? Stormy Daniels, of course, said, oh, hey, Donald Trump, he defamed me in a tweet that caused me harm. They took it to court in Texas. Trump actually won using Texas's anti-SLAPP statutes. Now, Stormy Daniels, she ended up having to pay for Trump's legal fees. So he literally just used this and won. And now he's like on the other side of it saying, I'm such a victim. NBC, I'm going to come after you for defamation. Sad. Man. And now Trump also, by the way, had won that lawsuit because it was deemed as frivolous, right? Now, that's Texas. Now, New York also has an anti-SLAPP statute. Now, it's not as strong as Texas's, okay? But it is very likely, according to Law and Crime, that if he brought this to court, he would end up losing because of how ridiculous this is. And so the Trump organization itself would end up having to pay costs and fees for the other side, for taking the other side to court. Now, he should know this, but he doesn't. He doesn't. He is too dumb to know. My God, he's an idiot. So, of course, I say, no, go ahead. Bring on a court challenge. Do it. Just do it. See where it gets you. Hey, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a patreon.com/TYTNation set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.